travel down the track with the smoke coming out the stack. There is nothing quite the same as I travel past my window pane. I love big trains. I love big trains. As I travel down the track with smoke coming out the stack. There is nothing quite the same as I travel past my window pane. I love big trains. Big trains in the deep white winter snow when the summer breezes blow. People think that I'm insane, but I'll even go out in the rain. I love big trains. I love big trains. I love big trains.
What's up guys, on the Pacific 4449 Productions here. You know, have you ever wondered how special a steam locomotive really is? Well, I'll show you. This locomotive has the history of never being retired and an amazing history which I'll talk about in this video. Coming from Cheyenne, Wyoming is Union Pacific number 844, aka the Living Legend. Make sure to grab some snacks and some drinks and enjoy the show. Union Pacific number 844 was built in 1944 for the Union Pacific Railroad. The Union Pacific 844 is a 484 northern type. The 844 was the last FEF3 steam locomotive to be ever built by the Union Pacific Railroad. But in the late 50s and early 60s, the 844 started to get into retirement. Well, that's what happened to her sisters. You see, 844 is the only steam locomotive in America to never be retired. When the 844 siblings and sister engines were being scrapped, the 844 was kept in good hands by the Union Pacific Railroad. Today, the only living Union Pacific FEF3 or any Union Pacific Northern type locomotive by the Union Pacific is Union Pacific 835 at the Ogden, Utah Railroad Museum. The reason why the 844 was in good hands was because it and its sister engines were used for, I guess, tests for like in the snow, I think. But in 1960 and 1961, the 844 would change its career forever. In the 1960s, the 844 was revenue to Excursion service instead of normal service. So this meant 844 was one of the first ever Excursion stars in US history. In 1962, 844's number was switched to 8444 because a diesel had the exact same number and, well, it had to be changed. And it was still making Excursion services until 1969. In 1975, Union Pacific 8444 volunteered to help with the Freedom Train to make an amazing doubleheader with Southern Pacific 4449. And after the American Freedom Train, it was still making Excursion services. In 1981, the 844 departed Cheyenne, Wyoming to Sacramento, California for the grand opening of the California State Railroad Museum, with recently restored 3985. And they also met up with Southern Pacific 4449 to make this amazing photo shoot. In 1984, 8444 departed Cheyenne, Wyoming, again for New Orleans, Louisiana, for the World's Fair. For this excursion, it would have World's Fair 84 stuck to its smoke deflector. Once the 8444 arrived in New Orleans, Louisiana, it met up with its good pal 4449. For some reason, I guess the 4449 and the 844 are like best friends, I guess. That's cool. In 1987, the 8444 was given a more gray and more yellowish type of paint scheme and award back in its service life. 2 years later, 8444 and the 4449 in 1989 started their hometowns for the LA Union Depot in downtown Los Angeles to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the depot. When they arrived, the giant 484 Northerns arrived at the same time, and this is what happened. Once the 4449 and the 8444 arrived in Los Angeles Union Station, it was like a home pass, the great race. Unfortunately, the 4449's axle box got overheated, so the 4449 had to stop for maintenance. I mean, come on, it's in California. I bet it's like 100 degrees there.